Welcome back, everyone, to the Halo Rec League. Our match 2 is underway. It's Challenger Premade. Old guys and flippers down are going at it here. Got a lot of new names in the form of old guys here on the board. A lot of names on flippers down. Going to be familiar for those who've been around a while, especially inside of Challenger Premade. We are going to be right off the rip. Sushi Taco's last prayer alive. Slams camo. It's going to be King of the Hill. Our first game mode here, and that shock rifle is going to be available as well. So Sushi is going to be going for this. Has to win that gunfight though, and will lose it. So camo gone. The shock rifle is also going to go over to the side of old guys here. So flippers down. Had some decent possession of power-ups at the start, and kind of all disappeared here.
Yeah, right now everybody getting their foothold on the map. Solitude, King of the Hill for our first game of the second best of 5 on the HRL stream. Tax right off. I think their team is an official 501c, but I'm not sure. Gets taken out at those benches. A Legend of Chin is just grabbing that BR and gets taken out immediately. 2 members of Flippers down were there and knew where that player was. Fresh Breeze gets a slay onto old guys off screen. Old guys waiting for their teammates to come up off the respawn before they get anything going. That's what I like to see. I like them playing patiently and waiting for the 4-up. Unfortunately, got relieved of their life at that U-turn. Anointed Mar gets taken out. A Legend of Chin. I wonder if that Chin is Crimson. Also hits the death screen right now. Sushi Taco and company just trying to anchor S4. A double kill for Dingus in response to a great hold from Flippers down, back and forth, then the triple kill with the Killjoy. That's a great way to start us off on the stream for our second match of the day. Fresh Breeze gets off that respawn and attacks right off, waiting to come up. It's a 3v3 for only just a matter of moments now. It's just 2v2. RU Serial has the help on the point. This is going to be a tight hill. Relieved trying to get something to work, but with that, Flippers down take control of this first point.
Yeah, we're going to see it is going to go through for the side of Flippers down. So, old guys got most of the way there, not able to close things out in the end here. Relieve is going to find a kill. It's going to have that camo, so that's a double kill going the way there. It takes down both Serial and Fresh Breeze, both falling. P2 is going to come up. Tax right off is going to find Dingus here, and that is going to open up a bit of a spot here as P2 is going to be under fire. Relieve taking fire from the back and is going to get shot in the side. So Legend of Chin is going to be the next one up. Last player alive from the team is just trying to fall back and stay alive, but that nade comes flying in and just blows him to Kingdom Come, goes flying into the ceiling. You can see the players coming off a respawn now. Tax right off, trying to get these cutoffs, and is going to be supported by Serial here, who's looking for the enemy captain and not able to find him, actually. Ding is just maneuvering around the pillar, finessing, doing a fantastic job of staying alive, and is going to be there to support the team. Fresh Breeze is going to find another. It's going to be a 1v1 on the hill. Fresh Breeze not turned in the right direction, just getting shot in the back. Down he goes, and that is going to be, the side of old guys trying to collect this time. Flippers down is going to be spawning up pretty close here, and I don't think Dingus is going to stay alive for much longer there. But you can see the collapse coming in from the rest of old guys, able to secure some more time here. They should be able to pick some of this up, except Chin's the last one alive. Is going to find Serial, brought down real low, but will be taking shots. And that's going to be Flippers down. That should get the second point.
Yeah, a dominant start by the team in red. Flippers down, refuse to go down here as Dingus forces the player to go down. Relieve on their perspective now, gets the kill assist. Great teamwork coming out of the team in green. OG looking to get their first point capture. They're just trying to get one more slay. I know you want to get those slays, but I felt like that was some clean hill time. Now Mar is in that point trying to make something happen. Dingus with that shock rifle making magic happen with that gun and the nades. What a great way to stay alive. Now Anointed Mar with this active camo, trying to be a pest and to continue the hold that old guys have. Flippers down, having a hard time getting into this P3. The trade goes through, and trades always, work out for the team that's in the lead. I know old guys aren't in the lead in this game 1, but with this sale, they did have a great opportunity to take control of it, and with that trade, Flippers down are just having their backs against the wall. Great response from old guys, but Sushi Taco is just cooking with a great slay, playing their life and making the team just come out great. Great positioning from Sushi Taco. They're still not dead after just being in a tricky lift spawn. Sushi Taco finally hits the floor. Old guys able to hold strong with a nice double kill from Leave before they drop.
Yep, some big shots coming through there, and you will see that Flippers Down is going to get it on towards this hill now, so Old Guys is going to be pushed out. You can see they will have that lead in the point, but it will probably not be for too much longer here as the rotations are coming in. They're going to see the players that go down. Sushi Tacos will fall. Tax Write-Off is going to follow as well. And you can see the side of Old Guys from up top. Going to be trying to collapse down on towards this hill. Flippers Down did take the lead on this hill in particular, but it does look like it's going to swing the other way, especially with these players spawning out all the way in the back here. It's going to be Tax Write-Off. The nade at range and is going to go down. Dingus is going to pick up that kill. You're going to see the players are spawning on either side of the map right now. It's a bit of a split spawn here. Fresh Breeze coming in from down low, trying to work around the elevator, trying to spot out with that shock rifle coming up. You see the nades just kind of appearing over the edge there. Big shots from Tax Write-Off, trying to make it 2 on a Dingus, but the camo will get punched in, so Dingus is going to have that invisibility. No one's on the hill actually right now, though. It does look like the Old Guys player was cleared out of the way. So Dingus now is going to have to work with this camo, trying to stay alive. He's going to remain invisible and take some shots. Gets that kill. Big kill there on Tax Write-Off. The shock rifle up top. Sushi Tacos will miss. The nade's going to fly out, not going to reveal, but right now that is going to be Flippers Down, picking up some time on this hill. You can see it's ticking through here. So Old Guys is going to have to go, or they risk falling down 3-0 right now in this map.
Yeah, so much time is being drained off the clock. 4 down for Flippers Down, but they are able to milk so much time off the actual game clock. Like you see Relive just throw their life, looking like legend with that movement, but eventually gets taken out with Old Guys securing this first point. Team in green in a decent position to just keep Flippers Down away from this P4. 2 minutes remain, and right now I feel like if you're Flippers Down, you do want to play a little aggressive for this point, but you don't really mind if, as long as the enemy is not controlling the actual hill. Fresh Breeze with a nice pick. Right now it's a 2v3 in favor for Flippers Down as they come up. Old Guys still waiting to come up off the death screen. Chin is just holding the enemy, but then eventually gets wiped out. Yeah, Flippers Down, just great team play to just be able to ice out the hold that Old Guys had. Right now that time is slowly draining, so Flippers Down are electing to get this 3rd point and then play time, which is not a bad strategy at all. Chin trying to be a pest. Dingus with a double kill off screen, and right now it's 3v1 in favor for Flippers Down, but they still have control over this point, but not for long, as the Queso Curse comes in and Old Guys are able to come in and take control of the yard spawns once again. Tax Write-Off and Co spawning up at this lift. It's a 2v1. One of them's at the posters, the two's at the benches. Fresh Breeze gets slayed on the Chin off screen. That hill turns green, and a nice play by Anointed Mark to try to force a sudden death situation here. I know we're not thinking about that just yet, but Flippers Down with 10 seconds left. They'll capture this point to make the score 3-1, but with the camo, they get caught out, and Chin now controlling this point, forcing the camo to move, make something happen by their lonesome. Fresh Breeze gets to slay on the Chin. Relieve gets Fresh Breeze, so trade does happen on the map. Flippers Down just need a little bit more time, and with that slay, great patience by Tax Write-Off. I was ready to write them off, but no, they're able to play their life, not get averaged, and take the lead for 3-1 on this game 1.
Yep, it's got a 3-1 here, so only one more hill needed to close things out for the side of Flippers Down as we head back up over to the shock rifle here, and it is going to be Old Guys on this point off the rip. Fresh Breeze, last player alive, is going to fall back off the hill, try to secure some decent spawns for the team, and is going to still continue to fight, but will get flanked out. That's going to be Legend of Chin from the backside, is able to find one, is looking for Tax Write-Off here. The nades go flying out, able to find that kill and picking that one up there, but will get taken off in response. 2 dead for Flippers Down here as they're trying to work their way and get back up, but the pings are coming out. You can see they're getting locked down. Fresh Breeze and Tax Write-Off are trying to get there somewhere, but the spread of players from Old Guys around the map is doing a really good job of just cutting off all these angles in. You can see most of them are not even near the point. They're on the other side of the map, working their way here and preventing these players from crossing, and it's going to be a free hill basically for the side of Old Guys. They're going to get it relatively uncontested. It's going to be 3-2, but now the clock is going to be a factor. There's only 1 minute on the clock, and if your flipper's down, you can probably make use of that, use it to your advantage, especially on a hill like this one, the first one, where there's a lot of contesting and a lot of players that are just not able to stay alive on this hill. So we're going to see how things will develop here. Right now, nobody has touched this hill, so there goes 15 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, no, Fresh Breeze is the last one out for their team. Scoreline 23, 13, and 17 right now. Relive is trying to live at that top mid. Eventually, they get into this point, and now they do get called out by the squad in red. Eventually, they get just slaughtered off and away from that bottom mid area. Dingus takes the 2v1 against the opponent, and that's just a nice double kill from Fresh Breeze, maybe even a triple. It is the second triple that we've seen so far in this game. 20 seconds remain. Fresh Breeze doing the wise play and just stepping away from that zone, saying, hey, let's make them push and make them make bad plays so that we can secure it right there. Anointed Mar gets caught out, but somehow, some way, they get the slay. But Are You Serial is just making me say, are you serious? With a great response. Chin takes out Serial. Maybe it was some Frosted Flakes that was just a little too stale. Sushi Taco at that A ledge, trying to push the green team out of this bottom mid hill. Anointed Mar taking the engagement at LR, gets the call out. And wow, with 6 minutes remaining, I think Old Guys might actually get this hill. 4 down for Flippers down.
That's 4 dead, and there's 6 seconds on the clock, so now this is probably going to send it into OT here. I don't think they're going to be in a position to stop this, and they won't, so yeah, the time is not going to go through here. They tried to play the clock game, it did not go in their favor, and now we are going to be headed to a sudden death here. The next hill is going to pop, time's ticking down. Dingus is going to have this camo in hand, trying to stay alive and get away if possible, but next point wins. We're in 3-3, 2 minutes on the clock. Here we go, back to P2. We head, and Dingus is going to be carrying this one right now, trying to just see if spotted. He's going to get spotted out here by the shock rifle player. He's going to go down to very low here, but Fresh Breeze trying to stay alive, and Dingus won't get taken out by that nade. Over on P2, business as usual. Players are dropping left, right, and center. The red team is in. It's going to be Flippers down here to get some of this time, try to set up, but only player alive is going to be Dingus, who's going to try to be a nuisance and just gets caught mid-air by Fresh Breeze with that shock rifle, just domes him there, which is going to give Flippers down a significant chunk of time right now.
Yeah, frankly, I was going to yell at Fresh Breeze saying, put that bandit away when they were at posters, but they lived. And now that, put that shock rifle away, use that bandit when they were at posters, but right now Chaos ensues at that yard. Fresh Breeze is still alive. 3 down for Old Guys as Anointed Mar grabs that point, but with those shields half, tries to get the H5 movement utilized against the enemy, but no, attacks right off with the thumbs, just too clean. Now Dingus trying to push in through flowers, but there's just too many of them. There's too many of them. Are You Serial gets the slay onto Relief off screen, and now the aggressiveness from Tax right off as they capture this P2 and win this map.
Player is on the cards, as we were mentioning before we took that break. We're getting ready to go. Everyone's gone to the side as usual. Nades are flying out. All the action off the rip. Relief is going to get an early double kill. He'll camo up in 10 seconds, and right out of the gate, the action does not stop. It's going to hold that key forward. Everyone's going to go flying, and we get all that action right out of the gate. So, camo as well going to be available down bottom mid. You're going to see the smoke shroud go out, and I do believe, who was that? Is going to be Relief. Got to hold that camo. So first power up and the 4-point lead going the way of Old Guys right out of the gate.
Yeah. Wow, right there with the red gun. Chaos ensues. Relief with that camo is able to get a double kill. 4 slays to start us off. 7-2 is the score with about a minute being played here on the streets of New Mombasa. Looks like Fresh Breeze gets a melee onto a Legend of Chin. 3 are up and together at purple. 4 Flippers down. Wow, right there. A coordinated push is ruined by Anointed Mar taking out Are You Serial at that cafe. I've never seen cereal being served at a cafe, but I guess there's a first time for everything. Relief moving with Anointed Mar, trying to look at the ATMs. The teammates were looking at 2 different things, and I think Flippers down will have an opportunity to get their foothold back at purple. Dingus at that back A, trying to get some pop shots onto Sushi Taco. Have you ever had a Sushi Taco? Anyways, locking back in. So Are You Cereal gets a slay onto the enemy. A Legend Chin is the only one down in this lobby. Everybody's a little timid. 10-6 is the score as we see another slay go through. But everybody is just trading right now. It was a strong start from old guys, but right now it's just trade central, looking like your local Sunday farmers market with the killing spree. Those trades still go through. 7-13 is the score in favor for old guys who are trying to bring the series back after going down in map 1.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see. Oh, sorry. Continue.
No. I just wanted to say that camo just gets drained at bottom mid. And Shio, what are you gonna see? What were you gonna say? What are you seeing?
Oh, we are seeing some pretty good objective and power control here coming out other side of old guys right now. Like, these camos are combined at least 5 kills so far in this game, right? Which is a significant portion of the 16-9 lead that we're currently seeing from old guys. They're making use of these camos, playing very offensively with said camos. I mean, you can see it's going to be 17-10 right now, 7-point lead. They're trying to just double team and, take advantage of, Flippers down, trying to take some fights that they think they have an advantage in, and then the player with camo pops out and goes, surprise, it's actually a 2v2. So they're able to focus fire down some of these players and doing a good job of it here. We're going to wrap around the back. It does look like these team players are going in a couple directions. Anointed Tomorrow has that stalker rifle. Is going to retreat. The nades are just going to fly every which way here, and you can see the kills coming through. Tax Write-Off is going to go charging forward. Relieve is in a 2v1 here and is somehow going to shoot Serial in the back at the end of it. So right now, it is all going in the favor of old guys, and they are finding every kill so far. So they're more than happy with how this is going, and they are sitting on a 9-point lead to start off. But like we saw in the last map, 9 points is not really that safe. This could go 9 points the other way in favors of Flippers down, and that still wouldn't be safe. So you never know with how things go. You can see the push is coming in. They want to clear out Tram. They want to get these players and dig them out, and that is exactly what Dingus is doing. He's going to chase down Serial. Relief will get taken out. Dingus is trying to stay alive and will not succeed in doing so. But there's just players dropping out of the sky everywhere around the map, it looks like, and there's a lot of kills coming through. But right now, old guys still maintaining this lead.
Yeah, I have to ask. I know there's action happening. You see Fresh Breeze trying to live at that B rail. But what's your favorite cereal? Just quickly, what's your favorite cereal?
Oh, I was a Lucky Charms kid for a while. Whenever you could get your hands on those, but honestly, I got used to Raisin Bran.
Oh, I feel sorry for you. All right, on the perspective of a Legend of Chin, who are just trying to get their respawns up for their squad. Relieve goes up while Chin goes down. Serial living up to the name and the hype we're giving them. Wow, Flippers down are only able to get a couple picks to minimize that lead to 3 kills. Only 3 right now, like you mentioned. It's not a comfortable lead here on Slayer. Frankly, I was thinking this might be all you, bro. I know it's very, very early, but I'm eating my thoughts right now as Tax Write-Off almost gets a pick onto a Legend of Chin. The teammate is there to clean it up. Sushi Taco versus the Chin. Taco goes down off screen. 2v3 for only a matter of seconds as everybody comes up in the lobby. The red gunshots are clean by Dingus, but then a wise play to back off. We see everybody say, hey, I don't want to take that fight. A little bit of a stalemate there as, wow, that lead goes back to only 1 for old guys. Yeah, I'm correct on that. We see attacks right off, pushing with the teammate through driveway. Let's see if they're able to get another pick. Things have kind of slowed down here on the map. It's been about like 10 or so seconds without a pick until Dingus finds their head just eviscerated right there. It's old guys now on the back foot out of nowhere. Flippers down with a great momentum swing, looking sharp.
I mean, it's just been a great swing there, and it's a 3-point lead now for Flippers Downs. Like we said, 9 points is not a safe lead, and look at that, a big double kill there. And Noidemar is finally going to find one back, but again, 3-point lead for Flippers Down. They're going to maintain this so far, and there might be a swing going the other way. Big trade there by old guys. Make it a 2-point lead to shrink things down. As we're trying to see things here as the shots will continue to come through. 3 points. Again, active camo is also available, so we're going to see if Old Guys is able to retrieve that once again. I think they did. No, actually, it is still in somebody's hand. Who had it? Looking for it. I guess whoever it was died, because it does look like it's gone, and it doesn't look like anyone currently is in possession of this. But 3 dead again for the side of Old Guys. They're able to trade out most of them, so they're only going to drop behind by an additional 1 point. But they're beginning to run out of time, right? They're approaching the 40-point mark here. And with the pushing Flippers down, I guess they're just coordinating a little better, and they're making these pushes happen. Players popping out, they're pushing in twos. They're doing a really good job so far, and it is showing on the scoreboard as they fight their way all the way back.
Yeah, Chin just playing their life beautifully, using the natural cover and waiting for the teammate. Great plays out of Chin, even though they are struggling in this lobby. That was still a decent coordinated push. Will Old Guys be able to bring this back? I don't know, because that swing is just so strong for Flippers down, as you see Dingus trying to make something happen, some magic happen right now, as that lead is back to 4 kills. Chin with the information, trying to at least contribute something here as they get a pick on the breeze. Text right off gets Dingus, and then Relieve gets the cleanup. Right now, Sushi Taco slowing things down, picking up that disruptor. I bet the comms right now are saying no more deaths, no more deaths. This isn't as scary as being down 15 in the Slayer. It's only 3. Old Guys are still very much in it. Tax Right-Off gets the information, and then Fresh Breeze is able to get a pick onto Chin, but Annoyed Mart takes out the right-off, and now Sushi Taco is the last one up. Yeah, wow, that lead just got shredded in a matter of moments. It's only 1 for the squad in red. Tax Right-Off pinging, saying, hey, let's look here, those respawns or someone might be here, but things get tied up once again. Old Guys able to take this back, 45-44, as the engagement at back A goes in favor for Flippers down. But off screen, we see a couple engagements, and right now it's a war at that back A. Everybody's holding forward, throwing the spike nade from RU Cereal. I'm a Frosty Flakes guy, and with 3 more slays, Old Guys will be able to close things out. But everybody decides to slow down. Pick up that pistol, Cereal. Get that pistol. Someone get that pistol. I love the pistol on streets. To see no one pick that up is definitely going to be a little frustrating. As a caster, Dingus getting those shots in at Cafe against the enemy. Flippers down, playing a little timid now. Maybe that's not the strategy you want to go with, but it works. 48-48. Wow, what a close Slayer as everybody's waiting for the respawns to come up. Information. Chin is going to get caught in no man's land if Cereal is hip to it. And with this, that might be game, because Chin is out looking like cherished when FaZe Clan played pure at that Halo World Champion. Dingus and Shio, what are you seeing?
I mean, we're going to see right off the rip, the sniper is going to go into the hands of Dingus. I'm curious who the one on the other side will be for like your designated sniper. More or less, it looks like it will be Fresh Breeze. The Slayer, 4 Flippers down, is going to get immediately taken out, actually. So, I mean, the sniper will be lost. I think they're going to communicate that. They should know where it is going to get picked up. Dingus looking for somebody, a potential target here. There's no one really, you know, presenting an opportunity, but considering the current location pushed up here, is going to finally spot someone. That sniper position will get known, will get caught off. What a no-scope that was. Fresh Breeze taken out and destroyed. Chin is going to find one, gets immediately traded out, so we got a 2v2 on the map, and, you know, right now, things are moving relatively slowly here, right? There's not going to be too much going on. These Sushi Tacos is trying to poke out, trying to just find these picks, what they can do, but right now, we are looking at potentially a very slow game.
Yeah, right now I do want to mention, chat, thank you to everybody tuned in, dropping those emotes, and your support for your team really does mean a lot to have y'all tuned into the HRL right now. Action does ensue to go down for Old Guys, but then Flippers down also drop 2 of their own. Sushi Taco playing in the back hut, trying to anchor something with that sniper rifle. Relive now on their perspective, gets caught out with a little bit of a push that didn't lead to anything, and then don't get averaged here, don't get averaged, but they have the legs to go against Sushi Taco, and a great pick to pick up the enemy sniper. And Wooded Mar will be running that flag for only a matter of moments as Dingus tries to get a touch, does get a touch. And now, do you think it's interesting seeing someone in Old Guys play with a a FaZe clan camo on their bandit. They utilize the thrust to the fullest of its capabilities. They back off. Wow, that was a 1v2, and you made both of them weak and back off. That's some respect coming through from Flippers Down. Some great decision making from the team in red. Even though they did drop, they somehow some way forced a 3 down for old guys. That
We lost
that
a player.
over shield is almost utilized, and looks like we're gonna go to a short break once again while we get everybody back into the lobby. Luckily it's just a 0-0. So
And we are back again, recovering from the crash. We're back in business. 10 minutes on the clock. 0-0 is the game so far. Fresh Breeze is going to dome Anointed. Actually, everyone's about to go down. Everyone just disappeared. Dingus, last player alive with that sniper rifle, is going for the OS player. But everyone else from the team has gone down. And that was a big start off. Oh, great shots there, actually, on a serial. That's a great double no-scope coming out of Dingus, who's able to find the player as well with that OS. Big second kill there, trying to do what he can, and is going to get another from behind. So Dingus just going off with that sniper, trying to do some significant damage and try to hold on as the team is able to come off a respawn. So single-handedly holding back the Flippers Down squad is going to be Dingus there. So that's a massive play with that sniper, and you can see why they trusted in his hands.
yeah, that was like 6 straight shots from Dingus as they touched that flag and still prioritize getting the slays off the respawn. Dingus was connecting like collect, but unfortunately for them, they are taken down with that flag in no man's land. Super unfortunate for old guys to not be able to do anything with that pop off that we just saw. RU Serial picking up that sniper rifle and the thrust in the back pocket. Disgusting. Are you serious, Serial? Wow, I'm gonna have to pour myself a bowl to make sure that I pop off before my ranked tonight. Overshield is up in 30 seconds, and now with top mid control, Flippers Down looking to put pressure onto the opponent. Right off gets written off the map by a Legend of Chin. And just a little bit of a stalemate right now as everybody just is waiting patiently, and Anointed Mark gets killed by Serial. Great positioning. And what a great turn onto relief. 4 down for old guys as Flippers Down runs that flag off the plays from Serial.
I mean, you're going to see it is going to be on the run, and Serial's going to have that in hand, is going to get most of the way there. You can see the cutoffs here from Fresh Breeze with that OS in hand, is able to secure the escort. That's going to be a flag thrown home already. First capture to the side of Flippers Down here. They're going to go up 1-0 so far, looking to finish in a 3-0 sweep if possible. But we're going to see with those snipers coming back online shortly here, there should be plenty of opportunities for these teams to turn it around, especially when you put it in the hands of Dingus, as Dingus is going to fall. Anointed Mar has fallen 2v2 on the map here. RE Serial trying to work the back and try to stay alive here to play defense. But the rest of the team is coming back up, and you can see the aggressive posture right now from the side of old guys. You can see the sniper is also coming up, and I do believe this is actually Flippers Down sniper. So their relief is going to get smoked out. This is going to get spotted here. The shot's coming through from Dingus, and right as I said about hitting all those shots, he's going to miss 4 in a row. Ooh. Finds the 5th one, though. A great shot there onto Sushi Tacos. The Serial, I think, still has that weapon, or had that weapon, excuse me. It's now going to be empty. A great shot. That looked like a headshot to me. I don't know. Halo, I don't know. That looked like it hit him right in the dome and full in the helmet there, but instead, the shot will only do the significant body damage. Fresh Breeze is going to be forced back here into the corner, trying to just stay alive and spot out some of these players, and instead is going to get walking right into Dingus's crosshairs. Dingus is immediately going to get traded out as well, but the pressure is on. The shots are coming through. The sniper is back in the hands of Relief here, trying to make something work here. But it's going to get a shot in the back, and bye.
Yeah, Relief probably deciding to play that sniper off the map. So I'm not too mad about that strat. But you are down 1-0, so maybe you try to at least drop closer to a teammate so someone else can pick that up. You elect to take the safe route. And I'm not sure if it's going to pay off, but right now it is, as they still control top mid. So a wise play out of Relief as Chin is able to grab that camo As they say, a bad play is a good play if the team commits. Jin gets that, not camo, that shield. Wow, that's like my one thing I got to work on as a Halo caster. Not my one thing, but that's one of the things. Just not saying camo when it's an overshield. Sushi Taco picks up that pistol. 2 down for Flippers down. Now 3 are up for that squad. Are You Serial's the last one waiting to come up, but the staggered kills come in for Old Guys, who now have a decent opportunity here. 3v3, 2v3, 3v4 as those respawns come up. 5 minutes remain. That flag is in no man's land. Flippers down, just looking like they are ready for this 3-0 sweep. They have great game management throughout this entire series. Chin takes on the 1v1, and I guess I just cursed Flippers down. Had to compliment them just so that Flippers, Old Guys, could get back into this series. With the 8 on the Bandit, they're trying to pop off and find their 8th kill. Unfortunately, they do not. Once again, Old Guys drop 3 down for them as Flippers down are all 4 up. They can push up without having to worry about a kill. The BR is in the hands of Are You Serial. Man, I do miss me some BR Halo. But right now, Relieve gets the is just trapped as Are You Serial gets the assist. 2 of them, and now 3 down once again for Old Guys.
Yeah, big shot there from Anointed Mars. Able to pick that one up, but is not able to find the flag carrier just yet. That is going to be Sushi Tacos. He's going to be down below. Is not going to be able to survive, though. So Tax right off. Last part alive, really working on the map. He's going to spot one here top mid, and another one's going to walk right into his crosshairs there, but he's not able to find that kill. Anointed Mar putting it on the Jets, able to dash past it, and that should be basically all the power-ups going their way, right? The sniper is going to be coming online. The OS is in their hands. Old Guys has the control they need right now, as RE Serial is just going to walk right over the edge, and there's a sniper down. Fresh Breeze will fall. Are You Serial gonna barely just survive just because Anointed Mar ran out of bullets here? But the push is on from the side of Old Guys. They're trying to push this through. The OS, I believe, is down now. It's not in use, so it's not gonna be on the board. But that sniper in the hands of Dingus is gonna be flying. That's a snipe there on a Sushi Tacos. Flag out here and Tax right off. Last player alive from the team is gonna be in the backside and not in a great position to do something about this, especially as Serial is going to get picked off on spawn here. And actually, he's going to be right in the... I said not in a good position for this. He was in the perfect position for this. There's nobody here to guard that flag from the side of Old Guys. And while the overwatch there from Dingus is going to come through, Anointed Mars is going to continue to ping these players. Like another no-scope. Some great shots there from Dingus, who's now 18-9. And that flag is going to get to continue to run. So there's still a chance here for Old Guys to tie this one up.
Yeah, chat. Also, give your kudos to Shio, who is observing and yapping all at the same time. We do see Chin, who also deserves some praise of their own, to tie things up 1-1. 2.5 minutes remain here on Forbidden CTF. And wow. Looks like Old Guys are still stuck in their spawn a little bit. There's one straggler. Yeah, it's Relieve who's just in their hut. So everybody's stuck in that spawn. If Flippers down are able to get like a pick or two, Tax right off with the ping, it is going to look a little scary for the team in green. The slow counter cap, if you will. If you are Flippers down, you got to start running and just find out where that last straggler is. Mar just trying to ruin the push. The OS is up in a matter of seconds. Now it's up. Anointed Mar maybe could have grabbed it, but avoids the nades, pops it, and wow, what a great play out of nowhere. It's a 3-down situation for Flippers down as Old Guys have the advantage. Their flag is in no man's land. Chin is on that return. Mar says, give me that flag, like it's some flag football, and decides to go for the slays. Unfortunately, doesn't connect. And wow, that flag is still on its way as Chin and Dingus get a pick off screen. Relieve drops once again. Tax right off is the last one up. This is looking very scary for the squad in red.
Yeah, Flippers down. Definitely nervous here, especially when you're getting chased down. Is somehow going to get that kill, though. On to towards Chin. Anointed Martha was probably going to close that one out. This flag is still on its way over to the stand. And I don't think... Oh, big, huge double kill coming in from the side of Flippers down. But nobody is going to be there to claim that flag, I don't think. They're able to get the shots through, but I don't know if they're able to do so. It is still on the ground here. and the sniper is potentially going to be one, but I don't know if Tax Write-Off is going to survive long enough to make it happen. He's not going to. He's going to find the kill, but the flag has gone through. The damage has been done. A big counter snipe there on towards Dingus. And now with only one player up, it is going to be Tax Write-Off trying to make this hero play. Got the double kill and is going to try to run this flag home. Anointed Mara is going to fall. Dingus doesn't have access to that sniper either. With 20 seconds on the clock, they're going to do what they can to chase him down. A huge nade. Relief is able to find that with that nade. I don't know if anyone here is actually close enough from the side of Flippers down. They're all somewhere else. They're able to get a touch. They're able to get a touch. They're able to get it. The flag has been grabbed, and this is going to be Flippers down, potentially making it all the way in to send us to OT on the last second. They're able to pick it up, and OT we go.
Yeah. I gotta mention this. Even I could have told Formal not to rush that flag cap. I know he said that there was another flag cap that he got in during the Fortress CTF that made him a little eager and willing to go for it. But if you see those two enemies up there by that bridge, don't go for the cap. Don't go for it. Don't go for it. As Relief pops in that overshield, making the wife proud who's watching in chat. Popping off right now, even though they're not able to find their slaves with the negative KDA, they're still contributing something. They do control this top middle area as RU Serial is just straggling Dingus with this sniper rifle, just trying to make something happen. Relief is a little too eager, an eager beaver, if you will, as Tax Write-Off gets the slay, and now that was a great opportunity for old guys to take this flag to their base, but the pop-off from Dingus to at least salvage something and to make the opposing team think before pushing that 50-yard line. The Legend of Chin and Relieve are able to get a slay because of the coordination. Sushi Taco with this FaZe Clan rifle in their hands does not find the slay before getting hit in the back with the double melee from Relieve. Tax Write-Off has been identified, and what a snipe by Relieve. They know that they have a crowd watching and they need to make sure that they take the map off old guys. Wow. Right now the respawns are up, 4 Flippers down in their back base. Old guys are not able to get a pull just yet, but with the shields back, they finally do. They're abso, they drop Sushi Taco with a nice play from the Plasmas. And right now, just chaos as no one is able to make something happen just yet. That red flag is in no man's land. It's gonna get returned. A great back smack onto Dingus from Serial. Relieve is the last one up for the squad in green. That overshield is up. Relieve is trying to peek for it, but Serial is there. Get the headshot, does onto that player, and now they don't pick it up. They don't pick it up, but they're still able to pop it in after dropping the thrust. 3 down once again for the squad in red, and Tax Write-Off able to ride away with this flag. I think that might be it, unless there's a god play from old guys who did drop 3 members for only a matter of moments. This might be it, unless the squad in green can make something happen. That's gonna be GG's. Yeah, I think that might be it, unless, but no, Sushi Taco with the ice in their veins to close things out in 3-0 fashion throughout the series, and a 3